Hi everyone, today I'm here to bring you a full body Pilates Tower workout. Today I'm going to be completing this workout on a balanced body springboard. However, if you're using a tower or a Cadillac, the whole workout can be completed on one of those units as well. As far as other equipment goes, we'll be using our long box from the reformer as well as a mat lined up in line with the tower. As far as springs go, we'll be using our long purple springs for our leg work, short yellow springs with handles for our arm work, and our push-through bar hooked up with one heavy red spring. As we go through the workout, I will show you where I have those springs attached, but as always, feel free to adjust for your body and for the equipment that you're working on. I think this is going to be just a wonderful workout. I hope you enjoy it as much as I am going to. When you're ready, let's gather our equipment and get started. All right, guys, so let's get started with our setup. I've set my push-through bar up on one heavy red spring. On my springboard, I've attached it to the number 9, but if you're on a different piece of equipment, just know that the push-through bar is about chest height while I'm standing. I've also got my short yellow springs attached with handles at the number 7 on the springboard. This is about head height when I'm kneeling down or chest height when I'm standing. I've also got my long box on the mat. It's pushed pretty far to the back edge of the mat, and you can adjust that as we go. We're going to start with some standing roll downs today. So let's just turn towards our bar. Take your feet sit bone distance apart and just rest your hands gently on that bar. Let your elbows drop down towards the ribs and just find a nice tall spine. So starting from the feet, take the ankles over the heels, take the knees over the ankles, take the pelvis forward over the knees, take the rib cage back over the hips and shoulders over those ribs, ears over those shoulders, neck nice and long, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Take a breath, inhale here, and just grow a little bit taller. Exhale, straighten your arms forward, trying not to shift in those feet. Take a breath, inhale one more time, get even taller, and then exhale, let's peel our spine off an imaginary wall. Reaching that bar forward towards the wall in front of you. Pause at the bottom for a moment, lift the tailbone, lift the crown of the head, and draw the bar towards you. Then press the bar away from you. And then round the spine to roll all the way up to standing. Take a breath, grow tall at the top. We'll keep our arms straight. Exhale, roll the spine down. Lift the tailbone, lift the crown of the head, pull the bar towards you. Press the bar away, and then slowly roll the spine back up to standing. Let's do that pattern a few more times, rounding the spine down. Taking notice of where your weight is it still over those feet, aligning the pelvis directly over the heels, even as you move through this motion. Let's do 2 more here. Collarbones wide, belly button drawing into the spine. Good, 1 more for good luck. And rolling the spine up nice and tall, stacking the pelvis over the knees, the ribs over the pelvis, the shoulders over the ribs, the ears over the shoulders, growing nice and tall. Beautiful. From here, let's take both hands to the right side of the bar, straighten those arms down, and let's just round the spine forward again, looking over your right shoulder, seeing if you can find a stretch down the left side of the body, rounding the spine halfway up, and then pressing it down again. Good, we'll do this a few more times on this side. Pulling our left hip back in space. As you pull the bar towards you, inhale into the ribs. Exhale and press forward. Last 2. Weight is even between the feet. Last time. Roll all the way up to stand. Take your hands to the other side of the bar. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, round the spine down. Look over to the left. Good. See if you can find a stretch on this side. Let's do 2 more here. And last time. Roll all the way back up. Take both hands onto the bar. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, roll the spine down. Lift the tailbone, lift the crown of the head. Press the bar away. And roll the spine all the way up to stand. Beautiful. Okay, so let's take that push through bar down now. And I'm gonna sneak my yellow handles just in front of the push through bar and then grab them, and we're gonna have a seat on our box. Now, as far as distance from the box, we're gonna do a roll down here. So you wanna start out with a tiny bit of tension on your straps. If you need to move the box further back or further forward, please feel free to do so. Bring your feet just on the floor in front of you. Stack the spine up nice and tall. Let's start with our palms facing down, tailbone towards the front edge of the box. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. Let's roll the spine down onto that box, keeping the collarbones wide. At the bottom here, you can let your upper back kind of arc over the box, your head relax down. Good, and then when you're ready, let's roll the spine, peel the spine back up off the box, 1 vertebra at a time. Sit nice and tall at the top. Take a breath here, and then roll the spine back down again. Good, and rolling the spine all the way back up. Now, if you're a little taller than me, you might be able to arch your thoracic spine over the edge of the box. That feels nice. Go for it if you have that range. Let's do 1 more here. And now let's just roll up so that we're in forward flexion with the torso. From here, I want you to lift up onto the balls of the feet. We're gonna take our right knee into a tabletop position as we pull the elbows towards the back of the box, and then lower that foot down as we release the arms forward. Other side, pull the elbows as the left knee rises up into tabletop. Slowly control the leg and the arms back forward. A few more each side. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's do 4 more. Working the upper back and the abdominals. Last 2. And last time. Both feet come down, the arms extend. Press down on your straps just a little bit here, and let's roll the spine all the way up. Settle the heels down, take a breath, grow taller. Exhale, press the arms down and back, and then slowly release the arms forward. Press them down and back. Keep going here. Nice straight wrists, nice tall spine. Let's do 4 more. Watch that the front ribs do not flare forward as the arms pull back. Last 2. And last time. Let's hold the arms down as close to by the hips as we can, and then pump the arms here. Nice flat back. Take a breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. And exhale. Last 3 breaths. And 2. Last time. Release the arms for a moment. So that was kind of like 50 of our 100. We're gonna do the last 50 with a little bit of forward flexion in the spine. So take a breath, inhale, grow tall for a moment, and then exhale as you pull the arms down. Round your upper back forward, gaze towards your thighs, and here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Good, nice deep exhales to engage the abdominals more. Last 2 breaths. Last time. Very nice. Release the arms, grow the tall spine nice and tall. Turn your palms to face each other. Let's roll down back onto the box. Maybe scoot your tailbone a little further forward here, right to the front edge. Bring your right knee into a tabletop position. Let's see if we can bring our left knee into a tabletop position as well. And now we're just gonna reach the straps forward, lifting our upper back up off of the box, and then slowly lower that upper back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Imagine you're reaching those hands right to where the springs connect on your tower. That's it. We'll do a few more here. Relax the shoulder blades down the back to decrease the tension in your neck. Let's do 2 more. And last time. Now 2 options on this next exercise. You can bring your left foot down to the floor. We're gonna angle our torso slightly to the right and lift up and down on an angle. Or if you'd like, you can take that left leg, reach it towards the wall in front of you, maybe marry your right foot to your inner left calf and lift up and down just a few inches. That's it. Upper body is in rotation, but the pelvis is square. Let's do 4, 3, last one. Both feet come down. Take a moment, sit up tall. Make sure you don't fall off that box if you're very far forward. Roll the spine back down. Bring your left knee up into tabletop. Right foot can be on the floor. Rotate the torso. Lift up a few inches and down a few inches. If you'd like to increase the challenge, pause at the bottom. Extend your right leg nice and long. Squeeze the calf into the foot into the calf, and come up and down. Last 3, and 2, and last time. Very nice job. Let's bring those feet down. Carefully sit all the way up. And I'm gonna ask you to just lower your right strap down for a moment. Keep your feet in line with your sit bones, knees in line with your sit bones as well, and take your strap into your right hand. From here, we're just gonna pull that strap back and rotate to the right, and come back center. Other hand can be behind the low back if you'd like. It could be on your other knee. Whatever feels good to you is fine with me. That's it. Let's do a few more here, being conscious of where the knees and the hips want to go as the arm pulls back behind you. Let's do 4 more. And 3, leading with the right ribs, going back. Last 2. And 1 more time. Now hold that elbow back and just continue to deepen your twist. Little pull, rotate, rotate. Good for 8, 7. Anchor the right sit bone down into that box. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that arm forward, slowly release your strap down. Let's switch to the other side. So here we go again. Hand wherever feels comfortable, palm facing down. I like my hand on my low back. We'll take that twist over the left shoulder and center. That's it. Check in with your knees and your hips. Let's do 4 more here. Last 2. And 1 more time. Stay here and deepen that twist. Now you're working on the left ribs, rotating back as the elbow pulls. For 8, 7, 6, lengthening both sides of the waist for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back center, and let's just release that strap all the way down. Very nice. Just so you have a better visual, I'm going to move my box to the center of your mat, my mat. You don't have to move your box. And I'm just going to sit down facing the other direction and roll all the way down onto my back. From your hands behind the head, knees into a tabletop position, and let's do some abdominals. So take a breath, inhale, and then exhale, curl your head, neck, and chest up into forward flexion. Gaze towards your thighs, deepen your connection to your core. From here, extend the left leg out nice and long, then the right leg out nice and long. Reach and reach. As the left knee reaches, the right knee pulls into the chest. As the right knee or the right leg reaches, the left knee pulls into the chest. So we're working that opposition between the legs. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch one leg long, scissor kick, and kick. Kick, a kick. Good. Again, finding that opposition, the push and the pull. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your right knee. Rotate to the right with your torso. We're going to turn to the left, turn to the right, pause, lift and lower the left leg. Turn to the left, turn to the right, lift and lower the left leg. Let's do 4 more in this direction. And 3. Last 2. Last time. Good. Rotating to the left. Maybe your elbow can touch your knee. We rotate right. We rotate left. Pause, lift and lower the right leg. Right, left, lift, lower. Let's do 4 more rounds. And 3. Good. Last time. Very nice job. Good. Let your neck just hang over the box for a second. If it feels good, take a moment. And then when you're ready, bring your hands under the back of your neck, elbows nice and wide. See if you can lift your torso just parallel to the floor. When you're ready, knees in tabletop again, and we'll just do toe taps here. Reaching for the floor. If your toe doesn't find the floor, that's just perfectly okay. That's it. Nice and steady. Opening up the front of the hip. Let's do 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Very nice job. Grab onto the backs of your knees. Carefully roll your spine up like rolling like a ball. Put your feet all the way down on the floor. Nice. From here, we're just going to move our box out of the way. Taking it to the end of the mat is fine. And then we'll set up our leg springs. So I'm going to use long purple leg springs. And I'm going to hook them up on number 4 on the springboard. This is a little bit above knee height when I'm down on my back with my knees bent. You can adjust those springs as necessary, but come all the way down onto your back when you're ready. Press yourself out about an arm's distance from the wall. And let's take our feet into those straps. Now you can choose here whether you want your arms back or you want your arms down. I prefer arms down for myself, so that's where I will be. Let's start in frog, heels together, knees apart, just a little bit wider than the springs. Tailbone is heavy here. Take a moment to open the collarbones, press the arms firmly down if your arms are down, and squeeze the heels together. Take a breath, inhale here, and then exhale, press the legs forward, and then bend the knees back in. Nice and simple here. Just focusing on finding length and connection between the inner thighs. That's it. Never fully closing the springs, keeping a slight bit of tension on them throughout. Let's do 3. Last one, hold your legs out, turn your legs parallel to one another, and now let's lift and lower our long legs up and down. Hinging at the hip, using the glutes and the hamstrings to propel those feet forward. Let's do 4 more here. Good. Check in. Just make sure you're truly parallel. Most of us have a tendency to either live in turnout or internal rotation, and I'd like you to focus on having those femurs leading right into the knees leading right up to the ceiling or pointing right up to the ceiling. Let's do 2 more here. And last one. Bring your legs all the way down and then just halfway up. Now we're going to keep our right foot exactly where it is. We're staying parallel leg, and we're going to bring the left leg out to the left and back into the center. Out to the left and into the center. So a lot is going on right now. You have downward pressure through your right glute and hamstring. Good. You have steady, even pressure through the backs of the hips on the mat. And you're resisting the hips wanting to travel with the leg out to the left. Good. Think about engaging your obliques in order to control the lower body. Let's do 4 more here. The last 2. And 1 more time. Come back center, lift the legs up for just a moment, take a breath. Exhale, lower the legs back down, left leg stays exactly where it is. Reach the right leg out to the right and back center. Completely parallel to the floor here. Good job, let's do 4 and 3. And last time, bring both legs back center, internally rotate the legs, heels out, toes in, circle the legs up, out, around and down. Maintaining that internal rotation from the hips. Watch that it's not the feet that start to sickle, but it really is strict rotation from this hip socket. Last 2 this way. Last time, and now reverse it. Lead with the heels out, up, around, and down. Last 3, last 2, and 1 more time. From here, bend the knees, take your knees towards your armpits, grab onto your straps, and let's just take a nice little like happy baby stretch here. Just opening up those hips. Good. From here, take your straps off. Let's leave our right strap to the side. We're going to turn onto our left side and scooch our body to the back edge of our mat. From here, we're going to take our front strap onto our top foot. Your upper body can do many things. I'm going to cradle my head in my hand here. My whole upper body is aligned with the back edge of my mat. I'm going to keep my bottom knee bent. If you'd like to keep your bottom leg straight, you can. From here, I'm just going to push my foot away from me and then let my hip rise up. Push the foot away, reaching it to the front corner of the mat, and then let my hip push back in to my waistline. Let's do 2 more like that. Finding that push and pull. And now end on a push. Top waist is long, hips are stacked. From here, we're going to circle our top leg around. That's it. Constant pressure outward through your spring. Engage your glutes. Engage your inner thighs. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. Keeping that circle nice and precise for 4. And last 1. Pause. Extend your bottom leg. Turn your toe down and your heel up. On the top leg, turn your heel up and the toe down. From here, just lift and lower. Think about squeezing both inner thighs here, not just the top inner thigh, but both together. For 4, 3, good, 2. The last 1, bring the heels together. Point through the top foot. Slide your foot up your inner thigh. Your knee is behind your strap, preferably. Extend the leg to the ceiling. And then reach your long leg down, kiss the heels. Good. Bend the knee. Stretch the leg up. Lower the leg down. I'm working really hard on trying to keep my top waist long. It wants to shrink, but I'm trying really hard to keep that push that we did in the beginning. Last one this way. And now we reverse it. So your long leg goes up, bend the knee, slide the heel down the inner thigh and reach up, bend and stretch. Let's do 3 more here. And 1 more time. Very nice job. Bend the knee in. Carefully, let's take that strap off, and then we're gonna turn around to the other side. So you're gonna line your body up with the back edge of the mat, coming down onto the upper arm, or find a different position that feels comfortable for you, for your shoulder. Then we'll take our front strap onto our top foot. I'm gonna start with my bottom knee bent. That's up to you. Stack the hips, press the foot out to the front corner of the mat. From here, let your waistline shrink, and then press that hip away. Let it shrink in, and then press it away. A few more just like that. The last one, hold your push. Good. From here, circle the leg around. Hips are stacked, belly is braced. I'm trying to minimize the use of my supporting hand. Good. 4, 3. Last one, reverse that circle. 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg hip height, extend your bottom leg, toes down, heel up. On the top leg, heel down, toe up. From here, lift and lower the top leg, focusing on the squeeze of the inner thighs as the legs come together. For 4. Last 2, and last time. From here, point the toe, slide the foot up the inner thigh, stretch the leg to the ceiling, and then reach your long leg down. A few more like this. Last 3. Last time. Good, and now reverse it. Bend the knee, slide the foot down the bottom leg, and then reach your long leg up. Let's do 3 more. Check in with the rest of your body. Make sure you're not holding all the tension somewhere else in your body. Last time. Good. Carefully bend that knee, and let's take that strap all the way off. Great job. All right, let's take off our long purple straps. Just get them out of the way. I'm gonna reattach my push-through bar now, keeping it at the same level. However, you can feel free to adjust it a little bit lower. This is a pretty heavy spring. And we're gonna come down onto our belly on our mat. If you need to push your box further away from you, feel free, I do. All right, let's bring our hands underneath our forehead, our feet about the width of the mat, toes pointed, and I just want you to put your forehead down on your hands for a moment. From here, we're gonna float the forehead off the hands just an inch, and then lift the forearms up so that the palms touch the forehead. From here, lift your forehead up another inch, and then slide your hands up to meet your forehead. Let's do one more level. Lift the head, neck, and chest up. Bring the hands up to meet the forehead, and then let's lengthen and lower all the way down. Let's do 2 more rounds like that. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Lift the hands to meet the head. 2 more levels, keeping the neck nice and long, and lower. One more time, just working that back extension. Let's lower everything down. From here, reach your hands over your head, hover them off of the ground. We're gonna reach them over our back, touch our fingers over our back, reach our hands forward, touch our fingers over our forehead. Let's do this a few more times. Working rotation of the shoulder. So palms face up when the hands are over the hips, palms face down when the hands are over the forehead. Good, for 8 and 7. We just want to bring a little bit of heat into the shoulders before our next exercise. We've got 4 more here. And 1 more time. Good. Hands underneath the shoulders. Let's briefly sit back into a wide-kneed child's pose. And then we're gonna come right back down onto our belly. But before we do that, we are gonna grab onto our push-through bar. So grab that push-through bar. Carefully we'll come down. I'm gonna leave my right hand on the bar. And I'm gonna take my left forearm down onto the mat, parallel to the front edge of the mat. It's close to me. My elbow is almost underneath my shoulder. And I'm gonna press my upper body away from the floor using that forearm. From here, straighten the right arm nice and long. Let the shoulder blade slide down the back. When you're ready, pull the elbow towards the shoulder, rotate, look over the shoulder, and then if you have the range, you can feel free to straighten that arm and let it lift up. Then we're gonna pull the bar down, bending the elbow, turn the torso back forward, and straighten the arm. Let's do that again. Pull the elbow back, rotating to the right, and maybe the arm straightens and your gaze goes up. Equal pressure through those hip bones, and then bend the elbow and press the bar back forward. Again, if this spring feels like too much, you can lower the connection or the place where the spring meets the board to reduce the tension. Let's do 1 more here. Good, reach the bar forward. Bring your left hand onto the bar. Bring your right forearm down, parallel to the front edge of your mat. Good, press away from that floor, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we pull the elbow back, maybe the arm stretches up and we look to the hand, and then bend the elbow down and stretch the bar back forward. A few more like this. Good. Can you keep that left side of the pelvis anchored into the mat even as you rotate through the spine? See if that gives you any more stretch, any more juicy feel. Let's do 2 more here. And 1 more. Very nice job. Press the bar forward. This next exercise is not for everybody's shoulders, so I'm going to give you an option of where to stay. Bring your ears in line with your biceps. And now if you'd like, you can just bend your elbows out to the sides and then straighten the arms back forward. Just get used to that motion in the upper body. Good, let's do 2 more here. And last one, and then just leave those arms forward and lift the torso up into back extension and lower back down. Now it does not have to be a huge back extension. It can just be a little. You want it to feel good and not like it's compromising your shoulders. The last one here. Now, if you'd like to, you can come with me. We're gonna lift up into back extension as we bend the elbows and then press the bar up to the ceiling, lifting higher up. Slowly lower the torso down, letting the elbows bend, and then pressing the bar back forward. Let's just do 2 more of those. Bend the elbows, come up into back extension as you straighten the arms to the ceiling, and then slowly bend the elbows, lower the torso, and straighten the arms back forward. One more time, trying to control that spring. Very nice job. When you're ready, put one hand down on the mat. Let's carefully come up and release that bar. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna stand all the way up. I'm gonna face side. Bring my feet underneath my hips, almost a full arm's distance away from that bar. Then I'm gonna press the bar down, make sure that my feet feel evenly weighted, and then press the bar towards the floor, coming into lateral flexion. And then rise back up to stand. A few more just like that. Very nice job. Option to take your right hand behind your head and continue on, lifting the elbow to the ceiling, seeing if you can increase that lateral flexion of the spine. Nice, let's do 2 more like that, and then we'll add 1 more element on. Nice, last time here. Press that bar down. Good, rotate your nose towards the bar. Pause, maybe the top arm stretches long. Pull your right hip or your outer hip back in space. See if you can get a nice stretch down that side body. Maybe bend your left knee and shift your hips a little bit to the right. You can play around with this and just find your stretch. Hold here for a few moments. Good, letting your breath exhale, letting your shoulder blades soften down the back. And then when you're ready, stack the hips, stack the shoulders, release the arm down. Let's do all that on the other side. So turn around. You're almost an arm's distance away from that bar, feet right underneath the hips. Press the arm down when you're ready. And let's try to keep weight even between the feet as we laterally flex the spine towards the wall, and then come on back up to stand. Take note of where your ribs are in space. If you'd like to take your hand behind your head, go for it. Lifting the elbow to the ceiling and coming on up. Let's do 2 more just like that. And last time through, pushing that bar towards the wall. Now we're gonna rotate our nose to the corner of the bar. Maybe your arm extends towards the wall. Feel that stretch. Maybe shift the hips to the center of the room. Bend the right knee a little bit. Play around with where you can find more room to stretch that body. Breathe here for a few moments. And then when you're ready, unwind and stand all the way up. Let's face towards the bar. Take your feet about the width of the mat. I'm gonna take my heels right to the outside edges, grab onto the bar again. I'm pretty far away from the bar right now. Take a breath, inhale here, and then exhale, reach that bar forward. Let the tailbone lift. Let the head go through the upper arms and just shift the hips a little bit right and left. Good. Come back to the center with your hips and roll the spine all the way up to stand. Let's do that twice more. Grow tall here. Inhale. Exhale. Roll the spine down and letting my knees bend and shifting my hips right and left. And then centering the hips, softening the knees even more, and rolling the spine all the way up. Let's do one more. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, round the spine down. Allow the knees to bend. Shift the hips. Let the head go through the upper arms if it feels good. Good. Come center and roll the spine all the way up to stand. Beautiful job, guys, and you guys are all done. I hope you enjoyed that tower workout. Please let me know in the comments and questions down below what you thought and what you'd like to see next. As always, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.